special
Hi.
Friday show. Hi. So we're going to say hi to our audience. And then I'm just going to, since she's already said hi, we're going to say hi to Faith Santiago and her mom, Chrissy. And this is our special Mercedes Lucky Benedict show that's going to focus on this amazing little talented girl that is a singer that has won an award or contest. And we're going to talk all about that. And this show is to help promote her, but also help bring in, some help from maybe some outside sources too, if they need that. So we'll talk more about that later. But I want to welcome everyone to this special Friday show. And yay for Faith Santiago. Hi, how are you tonight, Faith?
Good. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. Are you excited to be on the show?
Yes, ma'am.
That's awesome. And what area, where do you live at? What's your state?
Alabama.
Alabama. I thought I heard that accent. I thought you guys were from Alabama. That's awesome. And so, Faith, let's just find out how old are you?
I'm 11.
You're 11 years old. Now, when did you start to sing?
I started singing when I was 5 years old.
Wow. And did you just pick it up naturally? Did you take classes?
I just started classes at 8 because, I really wanted to take my singing career seriously, and pretty much that, yeah.
That's amazing. So you knew you'd have a singing career at that age, at just a few years ago. You already kind of had that in your mind, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So can you tell me a little bit about where you just were performing at and you won what's called the Golden Ticket? Can you tell me about that event?
Yes, ma'am. So I competed at a national beta convention at state level, and it was in Montgomery, Alabama, and I competed in the solo, duo, trio performance. And I sung a Taylor Swift song, and I really just thought, I was nervous at the first, and then when I stepped on that stage, everything went away, and I thought in my head, God's got this. And I just really went out there I've never done it before, and that was my first time, and I got first place out of 6 other people, and I got the golden ticket. So I'm gonna be a premier performer in what's it called? Savannah, Georgia, at the national level, June 14th through the 16th.
Oh, congratulations. That's huge.
Thank you.
That is big. Have you, did you expect that this might happen, or were you just letting God just kind of decide?
I was really indecisive on what place I was gonna get, because at the first round that, you had to make it to the top 3 to go to see if you made it in the top 3, and so I placed in the top 3, and I was really I started, when I heard the news and we were in our camper, I started screaming because I was so excited. And then the next day, I was God, just please let me get first. I kept praying that all morning because I just really wanted to show people that I might only be, because I was 10 at the time, because my birthday was going to be next month. And I really just said I might be a little 10-year-old, but that doesn't change anything, because I can still do things that older people that can still do those things. So I was I'm just going to go out there and work it.
That's awesome. And what song did you choose for that first round?
I sung You Belong With Me, and so you have to stay with the same song from state all the way to nationals.
Oh my. Okay. Wow. That's interesting, huh?
Yes.
I was thinking they might. So that when you go to the national competition, you'll sing that same song.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, you'll have it down. You'll have
but
it down
with different judges.
Different judges. Oh my God. Okay, is this your very first competition?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. So when you sing before, do you sing like for family? Do you sing at the park? Do you sing, at little festivals or things like that? Have you done that before?
I've done a lot of festivals with my singing teacher, and like I usually sing, like we have like this spring and Halloween and like Christmas songs, so we get to really like every single like month we get to have a like little like thing where like every single person that like recital that sings will like all come together, and like they will do two groups, and the first one will go like on a different day than the second one. And so usually I just sing in front of my family and friends, and then like that's really what I do a lot.
Well, that's how you start. That's awesome. And so do you happen to play an instrument? Have you learned
um
an instrument?
I used to play piano, but I am about to join band in next year for 6th grade.
Sixth grade. You're such a little one. You're really just little, actually. Sixth grade. Wow, this is amazing. So yeah, I really think it's great. So that way, because I can play several instruments, sing, dance, the whole thing. So for me, my whole life as a singer, that really helps. Because you
Yes.
can just do it all. So that's
Yeah.
a great thing. I'm glad to know that you're going to do that. And do you have you incorporated dance or anything? Some moves into your routines?
Yes, ma'am. I did like really do my heart out at the state convention. I really just like danced and like sang at the same time, and I also did dance when I was three, 3 to like 6.
Oh, very good. That is awesome. Well, let's just ask your mom. How does your mom, Chrissy, feel about all this? How are you doing with this amazing daughter of yours and her accomplishments?
I'm just excited to see how far it goes with her. She's just a natural when it comes to pretty much anything she touches. So when she competed in beta competition, it was like, yes, no, I don't want to do it. I want to do it. And I'm like, well, we committed, so we got to. And so she got on that stage, and it was just amazing. I was crying.
She cried after they called my name for first place.
Oh my God, I would too. Well, okay, so tell us a little bit about the beta convention, and I know this has to do with pottery and different things. Could you explain that a little bit to me?
Yes, ma'am. So, national and state beta convention is like where like thousands of kids and adults all come together to be like leadership and accomplishments and stuff like that. And we can compete in pottery, Spanish, academics like math and musicology, photography and marketing and woodworking. You can compete in pretty much anything you could think of. And they do these things called beta pins, and I have like 5 lanyards full of those. And like a way you can learn about new people and make new friends during beta convention is where you would trade those pins to get a new pin. And that's kind of how I really got to the point where I could step on stage, because I did it last year in 4th grade, and I didn't do a solo, but I just competed in pottery and Spanish because I just really wanted to do something that I was really good at the time. And I placed third in pottery last year and second in Spanish. And it was kind of challenging at national convention last year because there was a lot of tough competitors, but I didn't really place, and that just really wanted me to step up my A game and practice and work hard on what I do. And like when I took that as a way to encourage myself and work harder on my craft so I could get to the level where I am right
Wow, you're like amazing.
now.
Now, who do you think is your where do you get your inspiration from? Is it your mom?
Well, I get it from my mom and my dad because
Okay.
my mom and my dad have raised me for 11 years. But I also get it from my older brothers and my older sisters. I'm really all of my brothers and sisters combined into one. My sister, my older sister, she does like theater, and so I when I was really young, she taught me how to sing. So I really got like my singing from my sister, and like my brothers were just boys, so I didn't really get anything from them except for wrestling and stuff. But I really think that my whole family's inspirational to me because they just are not in a rude way, but they're older than me, and like I get to know about what they did as a young kid and how when I was their age, what they did, and like I just really love to learn from my older family and friends, and so that's really where I got my inspiration from, or just listening to music, pretty much.
What beautiful. That's so beautiful, Faith. That's what a great family you have. I mean, that's so nice. That's such a beautiful thing. So that just makes me also think like when you're talking about your sister, um, so I love theater. I love musical theater. I love doing all that. So as did your sister what she likes musical theater or does she like the dramatic theater? What does she
She
like?
really does everything. She's
Okay.
really done it ever since she was like young and stuff.
Mhm.
But she has a lot of friends and like other family that she learned from also because there's just a lot of people out there that are really talented like my sister and other people, and she just really started that inspiration to me because I would always hear her at my old house or in here just singing her heart out. And I was really like, I want to try that. And so I would really sing like The Little Mermaid or like Princess and the Frog or like really Mean Girl songs or really whatever she was singing, I really picked up on. And so it just got to the point where I just wanted to become one of those competitors and wanted to learn how to be one of her, like, be lead up to where she is right now, and
Yeah.
just want to grow and grow to where people know who I am and what I love. And I just really want to get to that level.
I think you're going there. You're there, getting there. And so how old is your sister that you're talking about? How much older is she than you?
She's like
29.
she's 29, and so
Oh,
she's 18 years older than me.
oh, okay. Oh, that's awesome though. That's great. So does she get to be a performer now to this day? Has she got to do that?
Yes.
Oh, awesome. Oh my God. So this is really running in your family.
Yes, ma'am.
Chrissy, are you do you do music or your husband?
I used to play violin when I was about Faith's age. When we moved to, I was in New York, and then we moved to Florida. They didn't have that, so I taught myself to play clarinet. So I'm musically talented with that. He played the trombone in school. Um, my mom used to sing, so singing like anything with music, drawing, or that type of stuff comes from my mom's side of the family.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, you're super talented, and I watched some of the videos your mom sent me, and it's just beautiful. And I love the Christmas one too. I love Christmas music, Christmas songs.
Yes.
So that was beautiful. I think you did very well with all of that. And so when after you win this one national, what do you think your next step will be?
Well,
What would you see for your future?
I really want to be a music artist when I get older. Like I love singing Taylor Swift and Morgan Wallen, and pretty much anything you throw at me, I will just engage in that song and want to like listen to it over and over again, like Megan Maroney and Lainey Wilson. I just really love the inspiration that those artists have, and I want take my next step to becoming like one of them, but younger version in a way.
I'm sure they all started somewhere like you're doing.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, they've started probably, you know, like you're doing. So, in your area, do they have other like film festivals or festivals and music festivals that like you could possibly, you know, start going to work and doing performing there more, like during the summer?
Yeah, but some of them like some of them they're either just far away or they're just during school nights where I can't do them. But that
Right.
would also be another step I would probably want to take too.
Yeah, that sounds good. And I think that would be really good just because it's like you love to perform. And I will tell you that those type of venues, people actually listen to you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nice. Like if you're in a competition, they're listening to you. If you do certain things, people are out really listening. I don't like it when people are just not paying attention. Do you? You like when people when they're paying attention? Isn't that better?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, let's see. So when are you still doing your pottery? So is that something you did in this competition this year?
Yes,
Or just
ma'am.
you did singing? Okay. So you did the pottery too?
Yes, ma'am. I did both.
And so when did you start doing pottery?
Well, I really just started pottery when I think I was 9. And I didn't really think that that was going to be something I would really enjoy doing. But like once I got to play with the clay and actually like let it dry and like mold it into the shape I wanted it, I was like, I really like this. And so that's where I really started being creative with what I did. And I just did it because I just wanted to try something new.
Yeah. And well, obviously you're doing really good with that too. You're obviously doing super great. Oh, look, we have a message from Teresa Fikes. We know her. She
Yeah.
goes, I have heard of Faith singing in person, and they've heard you singing in person, and you are incredible. I wonder if we could have you sing a song for us tonight, like right now, live.
Oh no.
I don't know. I know that's to put you in the spot. So that might not be a good idea, but if you wanted to, of course you could. But if you don't want to, that's putting you on the spot. But I do have. Would you want to?
I don't.
Yeah.
I guess sure.
Well, if you were to sing on the spot like this, is there a song that you are really familiar with that you feel very comfortable with that you could sing a little bit with? You don't have if it's something you really like, and you could center yourself. No, you know, like do your prayer, whatever you need to do, and just let it go, whatever if you want to.
What song?
What song do you want to do?
I don't know.
Do you what about Little Mermaid? Look at this stuff, isn't it neat?
Okay.
You should think my collection's complete. You know that one.
Yeah.
Or which one do you like?
I don't really know because there's a lot of songs that I like to sing to, and
What about? Have you ever heard of This Little Heart of Mine? I'm gonna let it shine.
yeah,
You like that one?
I want to sing the Little Mermaid one.
Okay. Da 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 da. God's listening.
Okay, I think I'm good. Okay, okay. I'm just like really like I don't know. Okay, let's think.
Michael Colt Jr. says, "Sing your favorite."
Aw.
Let's see. What? I don't know which one.
We could do clapping. You got it. Is there one you could do the clapping?
I don't know. Okay. What?
Do the one that you sing for mommy.
Which one?
The one the one that I taught you at nighttime.
I
The
forgot.
chorus one.
I forgot that one.
No, so we can
I kind of forgot that one.
Just do the. How about we do the chorus to it?
Which one?
You tell me what.
Okay, I got one. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Be strong in the Lord and never give up hope. You're gonna do great things. I already know God's got a hand on you. So don't live life in fear. Forget and forget, but don't forget why you're here. Take your time and pray. These are the words I will say.
Beautiful. That was great. That was so beautiful. And I love the tone of your voice. And you went right in there. I could just feel you like in the moment. That's great.
Thank you.
You did beautiful. You'll love it when you listen to what this is after it's over. You'll like what you sang. That was a great choice. I just felt like it was really inspirational too. I think it was a great choice to sing that. What song was that?
It was a song that my mom used to sing to me every single time I went to bed, and I've always sung that for Mother's Day to my mom at church because it's a really good song, and it makes my mom cry all the time because there's been a lot of things in this world that people don't know about him, and they really need to know. And mom just is really grateful that I can learn to sing songs that are very inspirational and stuff. And the song is called "These Are the Words I Will Say," and it's what?
By Sidewalk Prophets.
By Sidewalk Prophets, and I really love the song because it just tells people how they should feel about themselves, and they should always give their heart to God and always believe that that God got it and that they can do it.
I love that. I love what you're saying. I think that's beautiful. God.
Thank you.
And that, that's so true because, people just need to realize there's just what you just said. There's so much more that, God is so amazing and Jesus is amazing. So, for you being a kid, you're a kid, okay?
Yeah.
So what do your friends say about this? Do you have a lot of singing friends because you're like in groups and stuff like that? Or
well, there's like my friends were like really hoping I got first place, and they were like really thankful for me, and they started crying also because they screamed so loud, and they were just like my mic there was something happening at the first time when I had to sing, and like my microphone wouldn't work and like the song wouldn't go on, and so they pulled me to the side so I could wait patiently, and all of my friends and family were screaming my name and saying, "You got this," and stuff like that. And they said they're just doing it because you're last and you're their favorite, and they just want you to be excited and be happy. And it was really crazy because I'm really surprised, but the boys were filming me and like screaming and cheering me on. So I was like, that's actually something I was really grateful for a little bit when I heard about that. And I was my friends always love me singing, but it gets to the point where I sing so much that they ask me to just stop because I sing every single day. I sing in the shower, I sing on the way home, I sing in the car, I sing in the softball field, I sing on the basketball court, I sing wherever I am at whatever time.
She does.
I hear your dad in the background there.
Yeah.
Oh, he should come and be in this too.
He's just doing whatever he wants right now.
Try to keep the dogs at bay so they don't start barking.
Oh, that's a good idea. Well, speaking of singing, what about the national anthem somewhere would be great?
Oh, I sung the national anthem I think 2 years ago, and
It was a VFW contest.
Yeah, a VFW contest, and I won that, and I got $100. And we sung,
Wow.
at the Biscuits game for choir for our school, and that we've sung the national anthem a couple of times.
Mhm.
That's awesome. And what do you feel? How long did you? Because I've done that before, and it took me long time to practice because
Yes.
it's like you have to do the national anthem. Like,
Yeah.
it's like gotta be important. How did you feel practicing for that, and then getting up there and actually doing that in front of that's a big deal.
I
to be
really,
there.
ever since I've done like competition and stuff, I felt more comfortable and just encouraging to myself. I don't really give up that easy. Like if there's something ever stopping me, I push that out of the way and keep on going like nothing ever happened. And if I had a sore throat during my state convention and I just drank honey and acted like nothing ever happened. So I really just believe in myself and I don't let anything stop me and I don't give up on my dreams or whatever I would like to do. So I just really, one tip that I would give to the people that want to sing at my age is never stop believing in the dreams you have and keep on pushing.
Wow, you are very inspirational. And like, honestly, I don't know if I've ever heard anybody as inspirational. I mean, really, I mean, you really are like motivating. You could definitely, you're definitely an inspiration to not just for singers or, entertainers, but just for life in general.
Mhm.
So what about, so of all the things that you love to do, do you love singing the best, or is there something other things that you like to do as much as singing?
Well,
Mhm.
I've really done sports ever since I could imagine. So I love to play basketball and softball. But personally, softball, singing, and basketball are like my three hobbies that I love to do. And I just love softball as much as I could imagine. And I really accomplished a lot of things with singing and softball and basketball. We've won tournaments, and for softball, we've won every single tournament we've played in, and we've only lost one. And
Wow.
it's just really gotten to the point where in every single thing I do, I really tell my softball friends or like anybody that like there's been times where like people will give up on themselves. This is even during singing. People would give up on themselves and they're like, I can't do this. Like one of my friends messed up at their recital and they were crying. And I just really told them to shake it off and turn the page. And it's God's got this. It's not the, it's just because you mess up in one thing doesn't mean you're gonna mess up in life. You're gonna fail in life, but you know what that should do? That should make you push even harder and hard at your craft so you can accomplish what you failed at and show those people what you're made of.
Wow. As I'm listening to you, I'm getting these questions or getting these thoughts, like, because right now, Faith, in our world, there's a lot of people, that teenagers and kids and people that they don't, I don't know, sometimes I think they've lost that drive, or they've lost that to where they don't want to compete, or they feel like everybody should win, right? But
Yes.
from what you're saying is like, you understand that it's about how you fall down and get back up, right?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
that if you got God's the one leading the show, right? So
Yes.
what would you say to the kids that might be listening to this one of these days, or now, when this goes out, and then they hear you talking? What would you say to a kid, or a person, that if they were like that, if they didn't have that feeling that they could do that at all, what would
Well,
you say, that what gives you that, that thing that you can do this? What is it?
well, I like no one can teach you like they can't teach you how to have a good attitude, and they can't teach you how to do this, or they can't teach you they can't really teach you everything that you need to know. They can't teach you pretty much everything you do. You have to believe in yourself and you have to try. You can't just try on your craft and then give up once you fail at it. You have to get back up, try again, and work hard. Because I've had people tell me before that you'll never make it anywhere. And I've, like, every single year people have told me that. And that just makes me more, in a way, competitive, and a way, like, thankful they say that, because if they never said that to me, I probably wouldn't be at the level I am right now, because people aren't always going to like you, and they might not ever like you. So you should always show them the way that you shouldn't always treat people rude. If they treat you rude, doesn't mean you have to treat them rude back. You just gotta let it go in your ear, and let it go right out the other ear. And that's really what I did. And I just encourage people to let the haters just go off your back and just let it bounce off. It's not all about the winning. It's not all about the rings, and it's not all about the medals and the trophies and anything. Like, it's about how you work hard at your craft, and how you see and how you can accomplish what you want to do in life.
Bravo. Ooh, that's beautiful. See, and I think that's the well, this is my opinion, but I think that's a key to what is going to be your success, is the fact that you can even take a few minutes and talk about this in between songs. Like, how inspiring would that be? For as you progress and you sing more than one song, you're singing 2 or 3 songs somewhere where where you can actually talk to the audience. Oh, so haters are just jealous, is one of the comments from Michael Culp. And they are jealous. People can get jealous, but that's because they probably have insecurities in themselves, right, Faith?
Yes, ma'am.
And so what would you say to people that are insecure? Would you say the same thing?
For people that are insecure about themselves, I can't really deal. I used to be insecure about what I wear, or what I did, or whatever I did, I used to be insecure about. And just because you're insecure about yourself doesn't mean that you should just say, they don't like me, why should I keep on going, and why should I keep on trying? It's really about, like, how you take those insecurities and push them away, and tell yourself, you look in the mirror, and if you say, I'm not pretty today, I don't look nice, people are going to make fun of me, you should always tell yourself in that mirror, I look beautiful today. People are going to love me, and I'm just going to rock today. And you shouldn't be sad about how you act, or how you talk, or how you say stuff, or how your body looks, or how you dress. You shouldn't be insecure about that. You shouldn't be insecure about anything whatsoever. You should always believe, accomplish, and follow your dreams. Never give up.
You're amazing. You truly are. I love this.
Thank you.
See, I wouldn't. That's why I like to wait and just be surprised, because it's such a nice thing to actually be, to see who people are. So let's go back a little bit now into this competition. When you decided to sign up for this competition and get ready, what did you do personally once you knew you were going to be in the competition? What was your practice routine to get ready for this performance?
Well, so you see, I wasn't supposed to sing a Taylor Swift song. I was supposed to sing a Miley Cyrus song, but I would practice that every single day. Like, wherever I was at the time, I would always sing it. And it was 2 weeks before I had to compete, I changed my song, because I just wanted to be more comfortable and something that is more my tone. I want to get to the level where I can sing those higher notes. And it doesn't sound like a little kid singing it. I always want to try to sound like that or have the correct tone. And the You Belong With Me, I've known that song for like forever, pretty much. And that song just, everybody really knows it. And it just kind of tells you that you should like just never give up. And it tells you that you should always try and work and like work hard at your craft. And that's like singing it every single day, singing it with the person, and then trying the karaoke version and just really trying at whatever you could try with it. And so I really just did that same routine pretty much every single day.
Yes, you were really preparing. Do you do vocal exercises and stuff like
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's good. One of the things I used to do was we had a field, and I would walk around as when I was singing full time. I'd walk around the field, or I'd run around the field, and I'd sing. So do you do that too, where you're running and singing?
Yes, I do it every single time.
You could be the singing basketball, the singing softball
I
girl.
do it. I do it in my mind. Like I just really, or even when like I pitch or do whatever, I just really get a rhythm in my head so I know what I'm. So I just calm myself down, and I just calm myself down by singing. That's like the thing that helps me.
I just got this flash in my head of you playing softball, and this like music video is happening, but it's it's like featuring you and you're singing, but there's like a music video with your music video, but you're playing softball. So that might be something to think about in the future when you want to do like where they're videoing you. Even at this age, somebody could video you doing some music and do that. I'm sure all of your team members would probably love that.
Yes.
That would be a great idea. Like, and then you switch to you playing basketball and you're like singing. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I think people would love that. Okay, so I'm going to talk to your mom just a little bit more here because this is so much awesome information. So, Chrissy, like when she was little, like a tiny baby, like 1 year old, was she like singing then, or what was special about her when she was a little baby and growing up?
She mimics everything. Like she would sing the VeggieTales song
Over and over.
Oh, I
and
love
a video
VeggieTales.
I have a video of that too with her just screaming it. And so ever since she can like talk or make the noise of that tone or that chord, she was doing it. So yeah, she mimicked everything. Even the dance commercials on TV, Dance Moms. I mean, whatever she touched, she did. It was like gold.
That makes sense because that turns out like she definitely you've got that. Do you memorize songs very easily, Faith?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, they just like come really easy. How about writing your own songs? Does God come through and write some songs with you sometimes, or
kind of?
Sometimes they just start like as poetry, or just some rhyming words. That's how maybe that's something that'll happen for you one day. You'll write. I think you'd be a great songwriter because you're so inspiring. Like I try to write stuff that God gives me, but to me it's important to talk and sing about things that are inspirational. And I think what you're doing is you're being inspirational. You are inspiration, and for kids and for adults alone. I mean, just what you're saying right now to us, to me, is just amazing. And I love it. What does it feel like to have this daughter, like this inspirational daughter?
It's amazing. It is. It's priceless, you know.
Probably all your kids are wonderful. How
Yeah.
many children do you got? Like some boys and girls then?
So I have an older son who's 30. I have Kaylin who's Austin's 30. Kaylin's 29. Zach is 22, and then Faith and a 7-year-old grandbaby.
Oh my goodness. So Faith is the last one,
Yeah.
the
Yep.
littlest one. Then you got the grandbaby.
Yeah.
Wow.
They live in Florida, so we're up here in Alabama. So we see them.
We
every
get her
couple months.
after graduation.
Wow.
She's coming up for a week for
A week.
vacation. So
Wow. And does he sing too, or does he
Mhm.
play guitar?
she's 7 and she's autistic, so she just she's nonverbal. So she just started speaking these past 2 years, and she sees
Whatever I say, she
Yeah.
says pretty much.
and she mimics Kaylin, which is the one that's in the theater and stuff. So she did her first theater performance, and so she's following her mama's footsteps. She loves to sing.
Literally.
Oh, that's so awesome.
So they
And
like to sing together.
Frozen, of course.
Yeah.
And that's awesome that your other daughter, does she do that in Florida? Like she's in
Mhm.
theater and stuff?
Yeah.
And is that her like profession, or is it side, or how does she
It's a
do
side
that?
hustle. It's her side hustle, I guess, because she works during the day and then she does it at night.
That's awesome. Well, you know what? That's the thing. It's the only time, you got the weekends and evenings
Mm-hmm.
to do the theater, some Wednesday shows, Thursday shows, but it's all at night, a lot of it.
Yeah.
I think it's amazing that she's able to do it all and do it all. It's a great inspiration for you, Faith, because that
Thank-
just shows you it's your sister's doing it.
Yeah.
So you're just going to take it to this other level. And what about have you ever thought about like coming in and doing choirs or things like that? Did you ever have choir?
Oh,
practices?
that's where we did the Montgomery Biscuit national anthem for choir.
Oh, okay. And how do you like that versus singing solo? Like singing and matching voices with a choir?
Well, kind of. I really like solos more because some of the kids in our grade just did choir so they could get out of PE. Really.
Oh.
So, but like they're actually everybody's really good in their own way. But I just really like doing solos more because that's just a me thing.
Yeah, I totally get that. I think choirs are really good for training you. If you're with a good choir and then you got real serious people and you're learning the harmonies of the music, it's really can be very you learn a lot. So I think that's cool. So when you go to your next level at school, 6th grade, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's where you're going into 6th grade.
Yes, ma'am.
Does your school have a special gifted music program for people like you?
No.
You know what? You could probably be the teacher soon. You could probably take over and be the. Would you ever think that would be fun to do? Would be like teach someday when you get a little bit older?
If I was to teach, well, with my niece being autistic and nonverbal, and I was at 3 years old, and I really had to learn what an autistic kid was like, and if I was to be a teacher, I wouldn't really want to be like a 5th grader or a 4th grade teacher. I would want to be like a special needs teacher because I'm just really, I've really talked to a lot of people that have special needs or they just need help. And I just really can understand those kids a lot easier than people would normally be able to understand them. So I just feel like that would be a me thing. But if I wasn't going to be able to do that, I would probably do that.
When you say you understand and really resonate with them, when you were little and kind of growing up, did you find that you were different than others? That maybe you felt more sensitive to others' feelings?
It was kind of crazy because when I was 3, me and my dad would always go outside and play t-ball or swim or really just do whatever that was outdoors or something. So I really took sports a lot more serious than a lot of other kids do, and I still do to this day. But I do feel like a lot of kids get upset because I take what if it's a game or something, I really take it serious. Like I really did feel different from everybody else because it it was just something that I had a love for the game and love for singing and stuff. But some kids didn't. Like, they just wouldn't take it as serious as I did. Like, even when I got older, they didn't really take it as serious. And that's just one ick that I have, really.
Yeah.
Because I'm not rude to people like in any way. I'm probably the sweetest kid you'll ever meet, but some people in my grade won't think that. But they don't know the true me. And so, like, I just love to be sweet to everybody, and they might be different than you because you don't know what people go home to. You don't know if they have running water. You don't know you don't know what happens at their house. Like, because a lot of kids in my grade like to bully people, and I got bullied for 3 years straight by the same kid, and I just let that roll off my back. And like,
You're cracking me up too.
and
we got a comment. People are loving what you're saying, and you're making people laugh.
and it always makes me think when people like to say rude stuff like that. Like, there's people in my grade that like to say you're autistic and you're dumb, and it just makes me think to myself, if you don't people shouldn't always say that stuff because you don't know if they actually are, or you don't know what they go home to. You don't know if
Right.
their parents are sweet or something, or you don't know if they get treated the way they want to be treated. So you should always treat people the way you want to be treated and always be kind to others.
Yeah. So I had a feeling that you I had a feeling about you on that because I know that sometimes when you become very focused and you're very focused on what you love to do, which is you love singing and entertaining. So it almost kind of makes you a really well, you become very, in the inner, but also what seems to me about you is that you're very much this tender heart that just loves to care about people. And I just think it's beautiful what you're doing. And I think you should make your own song one day about those bullies. You just write it. Some days there's going to be a song come to you and you just sing it to those bullies. And then you're right, though, bully. There should be no bullying. I don't know why that just continues, but it just does.
Well,
So
our world has changed very much from influencing a lot.
yeah. And so if you were to say who was your favorite singer, I obviously you like Taylor Swift. What would be your favorite country singer?
Oh gosh.
Was it Lainey?
I have 3.
Okay.
Morgan Wallen, Lainey Wilson, and Megan Maroney.
Nice. Those are good. And so I heard you like all kinds of music.
Yes.
So if you were to do so what do you feel about let's ask you. I'm going to ask you right now about the Christian music of today. And if you were like to take the hip hop and all that, what would you say what would you say about the influences of the negative energies on the music world? If you come to see that at all in your 11-year-oldness?
Well, of course, like, there's people out there that are just really negative, or they just don't they might just not like themselves, so they like to spread negativity around the world. And it's my mom's even told me this, and I'm starting to notice it. The phones are starting to make that negativity bigger and bigger and bigger every single year. Like, it just makes me sad to see when people are getting bullied or
Yeah.
people are getting hurt, or it just makes me mad to know how people treat each other and stuff like that.
You know, I think someone like you, being who you are, is going to be making a difference in this world to lots of people, and with your music and with your singing. So I want to kind of uplift. I kind of went down. We went into that kind of vibration, but I want to know what it is. What is this competition? It's in June. And when you go to this competition, is it? I guess it's a lot of people because this beta convention is it in other states too? Is this like a state thing, or just is this in your area?
It's really like a lot of states.
There's
all
19.
18?
19.
19?
There's 19.
19 states all come together in Savannah, Georgia.
And it's
Oh
like,
my goodness.
It's the top 5
in the educational categories.
in educational categories
and
and top 10, top 10 in educational, top 5 in
No, top 5 in national, top 3 for singing.
top 3 for singing, top 5 for national.
Yeah.
That's big. That's like a huge competition. Wow.
Yes, it's like over 5,000 people.
Yeah, it's big.
That
National
is
huge.
amazing. And so one of the things that I put on my little promo ad for video and the ad was a Cash App. And now that Cash App is to help support some of this trip, right? Or support you in any way. So Chrissy, can you talk about that? Because I'm sure there it is. I'm kind of new to this Cash App stuff, so I'm like, oh, you can actually
okay.
Yeah, so can you talk a little bit what we'd like to help with, who people could help with?
So the beta convention, of course, it's travel. So we have to travel from Dothan up to Savannah, Georgia. So there's gas expense. And then you got the food expense because none of our food is paid for. Then you have the hotel expense, which can run us anywhere between $1,000 to $1,500, depending on where we're staying. So we're still looking at hotels to get the best rate.
Beta pin.
Oh, yeah, and beta pins. They have the state representative has their own beta pins that you have to ask them for, so it makes the kids be more outgoing. And then you can purchase beta pins to trade with other ones.
Like
so
$5.
They're $5 a piece.
At national convention, I spent like over $100
yeah,
just on beta pins.
She saved her birthday money, which was $100 to buy her beta pins. This past year at state. So
how long do you think you'll be there when you go? Will it be like a week, or will it be like 5 days?
It will be only a 3-day.
We'll be there Thursdays. So it starts the 14th, the 15th, and the 16th. So it's Father's Day weekend. So we have to be up there the day before because she has to be there bright early Friday morning to perform and learn her routine for the premiere, and then go to her vocal solo and perform that to make sure she gets in the top 3. If she gets in top 3 again, then we go for the next round of that. So we have to do 2 rounds of.
It's so scary though.
So, and when you're there, you do the first round and second round, and you do all the rounds in this one competition.
Yes, we have different times for all the, and then her marketing team, her and her 4 other people, they lead first place, so she has to do that part, and then her pottery. Sorry.
Okay.
Excuse me.
I know it's later there than it is in my area. So, but that's like, whoa. So you some funding, some extra funding to help make this trip easy, to where you can have some funding for that. It sounds like, so come on, everybody. Let's do. And so then we push that button, or they just put their phone up to it.
They just put their phone to the QR code, and it goes right to my Cash App.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. And so I hope everybody does that sees this, and we'll just, and just keep sharing this, because June's still a ways away. You still got a whole month.
Yeah.
So we can keep sharing this video. And what I can do is I can actually take pieces of this conversation, and I'll edit them, and I can add that to it. So it won't be the whole hour. Sometimes people don't want to listen to the whole hour, so it's kind of fun just to make clips.
Mhm.
So I'll create some cool inspirational clips of Faith here, and we'll make some little ones, so it'll be easy, so to share those. That'll be fun. So, well, okay, so we're running out of time, almost there. Is there anything else that you wanted to talk about, you guys? Faith, is there something you would like to share else that we didn't talk about?
I don't really think so.
Did you have fun? Has this been a good first video talk?
Yes, ma'am. We appreciate it.
Oh, you're so welcome. Like, you know what? This is like what it's all about, like helping, inspiring people. I love inspiring people, and you are definitely an inspiring people. And you have a beautiful voice, and you just have that stage presence. And you know what? It just sounds so good that you got God already being your captain. You've got that. That's huge. Like, when I get up, if I sing, I always, now when I do, I ground, I have God with me, and it just gives me that thing, like, when it doesn't matter what happens. So I love what you're saying, and I wish that all children would hear you. Oh no, we just lost. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I think we almost lost the thing. Whoa. Okay, let's keep going. It said it just went off. Okay. Okay. So I just want to say thank you so much, Faith Santiago. And so Faith is appearing. Oh, that's right. I
Yes,
forgot
we're
about that. Oh
performing
my
there.
God.
Yes.
Yes, Faith is going to be at the Deep South Paracomic Con this September 14th. And I thank you so much, Teresa, for reminding me of that. I forgot about that. But so when you go to that Paracomic Con, is that a cute name, Paracomic Con? Are you going to sing too? Are you going to sing all 3 days or one day? What do you got? What are you going to do?
I think we're just doing one day, and she has 3 songs. We haven't
Oh,
really finalized anything with Miss
Scary.
Teresa yet. We're just trying to get our songs up to par and
Oh, yeah.
so.
Well, I think having 3 songs and one event is awesome. That you could like it, so that way you pick the busiest day, and then everybody will be there.
Yes,
That'd
ma'am.
be
Yes,
great. And
ma'am.
you'll get 3 songs. How cool is that? Okay, if you were to pick 3 songs right now, which 3 would you think you would like? Your top 3.
Oh no. Oh. I really don't have. I don't really know.
Oh, it's okay. It's
Put you on
okay.
the
We'll
spot.
just be surprised.
Yeah, I want to surprise them.
Okay, that sounds good. You just surprise everybody, because I'm sure that you'll be filmed when this happens. They'll be filming you. So anyway, I just want to say thank you so much for being on the show, and it's been such a pleasure to talk to both of you and to hear about your family and Faith. I just think you're just a wonderful person. Faith Santiago, you are awesome. I'm so happy for you, and I hope and pray that you get first place.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. No matter what, you are a winner. Whatever happens, you're a
Thank you.
winner. Yeah, and you're going to keep being a winner. Thank you. So we want to say thank you to everybody that's watching. Thank you to Stan Fikes, our producer. Thank you to all the people that sponsor this show, or the Webb Radio Network. I am looking for sponsors. If anybody wants to be a sponsor, we're always happy to have a sponsor. And I do thank everybody for listening and being supportive of the show. Thank you so much. God bless, and have a
Thank
beautiful
you.
night.
Bye.
Bye.